Hello, Sarah here, and today I have my good friend and mentor, Fran Loebscher, and we are going to share something exciting. Say hello, Fran.
Hey, how are you? Lovely to see you here.
So, as you're popping on, don't be shy, say hi and where you're coming in from, and we'd love to know what it is that you're up to today. So, and if you're watching us on the replay, then please drop a replay down below so we can circle back around and say hello. So we have some really, really big news that we want to share with you because we all know that 2020 has been quite rough on a lot of people and for me as well.
Yeah.
And I've taken time to reflect back and evaluate on this year. So what is it that I needed to do? What changes did I need to make in order to make 2021 a fantastic breakthrough year?
Yeah, and absolutely, because I think so for so many of us, as we look back on 2020, there've been a couple of big problems that it has brought up. And I'm not even going to say the C word, but number one is we need a health solution. And the other thing is, how many thousands of people have lost jobs? So, there are thousands, hundreds of thousands probably, who are praying for a financial solution, and a lot of people are actually thinking, well, I need a health solution, I need to boost my immunity, and I need a financial solution too. So let us know if where you're at, if that's one of the things that you have been praying for, or which one you've been praying for, have you been praying for both?
Yeah, exactly. I know what you're talking about, Fran, because I've heard this a lot from my friends, my personal friends, and sometimes our prayers are answered when we least expect it, and you
Yeah.
just have to trust that the universe is going to deliver what you're praying for, what you actually asked for, and go in again and evaluate and go for it.
Yeah, because so often I think so many of us, and I was there, is I was so loyal to the company that I was with, so in love with the company, with the team, with the products, in love with everything, and I ended up staying stuck where I was, and my team was failing. Okay, so you're either going to stay stuck where you're at, because that loyalty might keep you stuck. So if that loyalty is keeping you stuck and you're not winning, you either need to decide, I'm going to forever stay stuck where I'm at, or there are changes that I need to make, and it's a decision that you need to take is, are you going to make the changes in order to get unstuck?
Yes, exactly. That's one of the things I came away with from this year. It was deciding to stop waiting for things to change and actually make it happen. And I kept hearing in my head, and it was from a mentor. It may have been you, Fran. I can't remember, or it could have been one of the other amazing leaders in our team. And it's the only security you have in your life is what you create for yourself. That is your only security. You've got to go and create it for yourself. So if nothing changes, nothing changes. And if nothing changes, what is going to be different about 2021? It's something to think about, isn't it?
Absolutely.
I made a huge leap of faith twice this year actually, and amongst this crazy, which was a crazy thing to do, but it was the best things that I ever did for myself, for my family, and for my actual business. Because don't you agree that the worst thing that can actually happen is that we get through this crazy and we're still stuck?
Yeah.
If you agree with me, then drop me a big yes down below. So, in all your years of entrepreneurial experience, Fran, what have you found to be some of the challenges in making a change?
So I've, because I coach and train network marketers and entrepreneurs, how to build online, and I've been in this industry for 5 years now. So I haven't been in it, all my life, but for 5 years, and I've seen two big things. Is number one, often people, they join a team, but they don't have the support, they don't have systems, they don't have training, they don't have a social media strategy, and so they don't, they not taught how to build online, and they end up stuck. And in fact, calls, so often I'm on calls and they're saying, well, they're just telling me to go out and chase my friends and family and post these products all over Facebook, and I don't want to do that. So that is the one thing, is that so many times, network marketers are stuck because they're being taught strategies that they don't want to do. But the other thing is that, so often, and I don't know how often you see like a post, ground floor opportunity and get in now and grab your spot. And the problem is that there are thousands of network marketing companies that actually start out every single year. And of those, I don't know if it's 1,000, it could be 1,000. There are hundreds, if not 1,000, companies that started every year. The problem is that only 1% of those companies actually make it to 5 years. So often, people join a company and they join and the company goes under, or they join a company and the team doesn't teach them how to build. And so they end up having to, change. And I don't know about you, but starting over is hard. Starting over sucks, So, do you want to, and the other thing is, speaking to so many people is they're saying, well, I can't actually find people, because whenever I speak to people, they're already buying the product or their friend does the company. So are you looking at joining a company that has maybe been around for 35, 40, 50, 60 years? Because if it has been around forever, yes, it may have all the bugs ironed out. It may all be running smoothly, but, usually, it's past momentum, it's hit momentum and past momentum. It's been there, it's been around forever. And most people either, they know somebody's in the company, or they're already buying the product from somebody else. So they either have got a friend who does it, or, it's not new. So they know all about the company, and they've probably already made a decision whether they like that company or not. And they're going to carry on buying it from it, or they're not, but they know all about it. So I want to know, have you been in that situation before where you've actually joined a company that everybody knows about, because then they've really made a decision about that?
Yeah, it's difficult, that, Fran, because I've seen it's actually saturated, and it's happened too many times with people I know, friends, family, etc. But there's also another situation that you could be in. You found out that maybe your products or your services aren't working as well as they should be. Maybe as a result of what's happened this year, or they're just not relevant, they're highly competitive, or maybe they're just too expensive in today's economy for a lot of people. Or you may have been taught to do how to run your business in a very outdated, with very outdated tactics, I should say. So,
that's where I was at, because I joined a company and I was taught all the old school methods, and it was, and I was desperate to make it work. I had a big goal to retire from my profession, and I was, did all the things that, I chased friends. I actually jumped on a treadmill next to a friend of mine, and I still cringe when I think about, I try and block this out of my memories, because I jumped on a treadmill next to a friend. Okay, we weren't actually that good friends, but I knew that she'd maybe had a slight interest in the products. Okay, very slight. Okay, she wasn't excited about them, and I would just kept chasing her, and I saw her on a treadmill at the gym, so I jumped on the treadmill next to her. I'm not a runner. Okay, let's start out. I'm not actually a runner. So I got on the treadmill and I started trying to run on this treadmill. I think I nearly killed myself trying to run on this treadmill, trying to have a conversation with her, and she couldn't get off fast enough. She was gone. So doing that, doing all this salesy stuff, chasing people, and also, trying to build online. So sending all the spammy copy paste messages to people, that does not work. And you end up in the NFL, end up in the No Friends League, because the problem, and I had a problem, I think so many people had a problem, is I didn't have a clue how to find people. I didn't have a clue how to build online. I didn't have a clue how to talk to people. And my team just kept telling me, you just need to find more people. You just need to keep posting these products all over Facebook. But that wasn't working, and I'd run out of people to talk to, and what I was doing online was not working anyway either.
And that is huge, a really huge struggle that a lot of network marketers are facing today. They've run out of people to talk to, and what they've been taught just isn't working for them. So if you've answered yes So any of the situations that Fran and I have described, where you've gotten into a business maybe too early, the company didn't have the financial resources, nor the actual leadership with the skills and experience, or maybe it's saturated and it's too competitive, or you're thinking about your products and your service and it's not relevant as today as it should be. Maybe it's too expensive, you can't sell it, or your team are struggling. Maybe you and your team are struggling because you're being taught very ineffective tactics. How does that make you feel? Because I know as a leader, I can tell you, I felt the exactly same way. My team was struggling, and it was one of the toughest things that I had to deal with, because I want my team to win more than I want myself to win. So my question to you is, how would you like help in fixing or finding a solution to your problems for you, for your family, and for your team?
Yeah, and that's exactly why we're coming to you today, to take a look at our business and our company and our team and say, this is, okay, maybe these are the things that I'm struggling with. Maybe your team is struggling, and my team was struggling. I needed to help them win. This is my main thing is as a leader, there's nothing, the main thing that drives me every day is to help my team win. Okay. And when my team is not winning, then it used to keep me awake at night. So, like Sarah said earlier, when you pray for a solution, then the universe will deliver. Okay. And we had all the systems, we had the support, we had the magnetic marketing skills, but when we evaluated, what we found was that we didn't have the right vehicle to get and to help our team get where we wanted to get. So we actually, as leaders in the team, we got together and we actually we got some we found some non-negotiables that we needed. Okay, number one was that the company needed to have timing. Okay, there's no point in joining a company that's been around for 60 years. Okay, we needed that timing. All right, we needed a product that is relevant right now. Okay, relevant right now, and is also priced right. Okay, so is it something that everyone can afford right now? Because right now there's the financial pressure on so many people is huge. Okay, we needed a compensation plan that would help everybody win. Okay, a compensation plan that wasn't going to have a whole lot of hoops that you would have to jump through in order to get paid, or a whole lot of hoops that you would have to jump through in order to rank advance. Okay, we also wanted a company that was a global company. Okay, had an opportunity, a global market opportunity. Now I'll get my words out eventually. But also a company, what was important was that the company we were with before was not really supportive of the way that we wanted to build online. So we wanted a company that would actually support us in how we wanted to build, using magnetic marketing and not using old school strategies, not having to make the list of 100 people, not having to post the products all over Facebook, and not having to send the copy paste messages, and would be okay with us branding ourselves and not branding the company. Okay, so these were serious non-negotiables that we put down, that we laid down, and what we found was that the growth that we've had in 2.5 months has been something that we dreamt of forever.
It's been phenomenal. It's been incredible, and I can't wait for what 2021 has to offer, because the company and the owners are just so behind us and so supportive. They're just rolling out things all the time. So it's fantastic. So let me ask you a question. If you're watching this, how many things or how many times have you said yes to during this short conversation that Fran and I have had? Do you have it all figured out? How can you make 2021 your best year ever and keep it going, skyrocketing for the years ahead? How would you be, or what would you be willing to do to make your business a success? And would you be willing to take a few minutes and let us show you how we as a team, Fran and I, can help you? If you would, drop 2021 in the comments and we'll show you what we have our hands on.
Absolutely. And, you know, right now, if you are happy where you're at, if you're happy doing what you're doing, then stay there. Please don't have shiny object syndrome. Okay. But if you are struggling, if any of these things that we have spoken about are things that you're thinking, you know, these are things that I need, you know, maybe I don't have a right now product, maybe the company's been around forever, or maybe I don't have a team that's going to support me, I don't have a social media strategy, or maybe, you know, the compensation plan that I've got is really hard to actually, you know, earn money, and is really hard to help my team win. So, you know, if there are things here that you're resonating with, then just drop 2021 down in the comments and let's hop on a call and see whether what we have is a fit for you. Okay. But only if, you know, if you're ready to make a change, if you're ready right now to actually make a change, and in 2021 to actually start seeing the results that you dream of having, okay, then just drop 2021 in the comments and let's hop on a call, or send us a message and let's hop on a call and see whether what we have is a fit for you. I hope this has been of value for you today. Until next time, have an awesome day. We will see you all soon.